All right, let's take you back now to one of our leading stories. Law enforcement seizing property belonging to Hangwani Maumela. He's the businessman allegedly linked to a syndicate that is accused of looting the Tembisa hospital. What was the amount, you ask? 2 billion rand. Let's talk now to the head of the SIU, Advocate Andy Mothibi. Advocate, good evening to you. Thank you as always for your time. Let's understand firstly what was seized today and what are the amounts that you want ultimately to get from this individual.
No, thank you, Koli. Thank you for the opportunity. As you well are aware, that this is a sequel of the ongoing investigation. We announced last week, Monday, that the investigation is ongoing and that we had obtained an order to preserve or freeze the assets. So the assets are preserved to ensure that ultimately when the court order is given to recover the assets so that we do have recourse to these assets. So today, as part of executing the order that was given by the special tribunal, we then executed at Mr. Maumela's property. As you may have seen, it was sort of publicized. Today, at that property, there were about 3 Lamborghinis that were seized. And we are going to preserve them. There was also an operation in Witbank at a dealership. And at a dealership, it's a various number of vehicles. We do have the list. That list, the list of all the properties that were ordered to be preserved by the special tribunal. We will issue a comprehensive statement tomorrow attaching the order. I'm informed that that order of the special tribunal was sent to your producer. So all the vehicles are listed and the property, the immovable properties, the houses are all listed in that order. To your question, when we briefed the public last week, Monday, we had indicated that as part of the purchase orders or the bundles of the orders that the investigating team had gone through at that time was about 1,728, thereabout, and to the value of about 816 million, right? Now, as we said, the investigation is still ongoing. To date, the properties that the special tribunal has ordered to be preserved is in the order of about 900 million. And this is only for this syndicate led by Mr. Maumela. And as part of this syndicate is various other companies, including that of Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala. So all these properties will be preserved. They will be under a curatorship so that they are not tampered with. The process will proceed at the special tribunal where we set all those orders aside and the special tribunal will then order the assets to be forfeited to the state so that we can get them sold, convert them into money that we send back to the Department of Health so that it can serve its purpose.
Yeah.
I think it's important also to note that although this is against Maumela, as part of the civil proceedings, and this is what we said, it's important for the public to note that those officials who also contributed to this wrongdoing, we will seek to cite them in the tribunal or court papers so that they are also held to account over and above other consequence management, be it disciplinary action where we want them to be dismissed from the employment, another consequence management which is to pursue the criminal action through NPA and the Hawks. So today's activities was more around preservation and ensuring that all these properties are taken over by the state, in particular SIU. There were others that were already preserved by the Asset Forfeiture Unit, so we do collaborate to ensure that all these properties are preserved. Okay. We don't want to let anyone off the hook. All these properties, evidence indicates that they were bought as part of the proceeds of the money that was siphoned from Tembisa Hospital.
All right, let's end the discussion on this final question. Number one, was there any resistance? But lastly, at what point would these assets that have been seized ultimately be forfeited to the state?
Wonderful. Thank you for that question. Number one question, there was cooperation. At the property which we visited today, our teams informed me that Mr. Maumela, although he was not there in person, he did cooperate, and his lawyers cooperated with our teams there. So everything went well. There was no resistance. We were executing a court order. Anyone who resisted would have been in contempt of the order, right? Now, when will we get the assets forfeited? As you may be aware, that the special tribunal really adjudicates matters quite quickly. So the legal teams are well on track to ensure that the proceedings proceed. We are anticipating that it shouldn't really take more than 3 months, give or take. But of course, you know the litigants always raise issues, interlocutory issues, and so on. But if all go to how we see it, because this is straightforward matters, procurement not followed, fraudulent documents used. In fact, we are going to recover all the money that the hospital has lost, or the Department of Health has lost. Okay. So only in terms of timeline, give or take, as I say, in the next 3 months, we should see some results.
Advocate Andy Mothibi, the head of the SIU, thank you very much for your time tonight.